here. Damn it. No, it's not here. Oh, man. I'll come back and get it. Left the AirPods. Left the AirPods at the house. Damn it, man. Can't believe I left my AirPods. Wa alaikum salam. How's your day going? I'm on my way to install some tires in my car. I got 3 to install. New shoes. Where are you from? Florida. Florida, USA. What about you? It is hot. Protect our children. Post a picture of a pig. We like pigs. That's why we don't kill them and eat them. We like them. We like them alive. You must not like pigs because you kill them and eat them. Fry them into bacon and stuff like that. Terrible. Do you eat halal food? Yeah, as much as possible. I'm gonna eat something that's chicken now. Is it halal? Probably not. It's chicken. But my beef, is it halal? Yes. Do I eat pork? Heck no. If you think about it, there's really not a lot of things that, when it comes to food, that are haram. There's not a lot. We can eat a lot of things. Yeah, I think chicken can be halal. I doubt that, not I doubt, I know this chicken I'm about to eat is not halal. But chicken is the cleanest, fastest thing you can get on the go in a society like, you know, a Western society. Now, am I gonna get like a patty from Wendy's or something? No, I'm not gonna get that. I'm not gonna eat a burger or anything like this. If I'm gonna eat a burger, I'm gonna buy it at the halal store and make it. You know what I mean? We'll do that later. You know what I've realized since I've become Muslim and I've been talking to a lot of people about Islam, right? I realized something, and I've seen a lot of debates, right? Every day I see debates. I realized something. I realized there are people that even when they understand that what you tell them makes sense, is logical, right? They get it, right? They can tell it's true because it makes sense. They still won't accept it. You know why? This is the why. Let me tell you why. It's not because they don't believe it, right? Because if you present it to them with logic and reasoning, what's that they're not to believe, right? The problem is that a lot of people are lazy because it takes a lifestyle change completely. Not only do they have to let go of the belief that they had that is untrue, but then they have to change their lifestyle if they want to be a practicing Muslim. They have to sacrifice things. They have to be disciplined, right? It takes discipline. It's like the same thing. Not everybody can join the Marines. Why? It takes discipline. A lot of people even quit when they go to the training, right? So laziness is one of the biggest enemies of the human being. My Muslim friend drinks too much alcohol. It's halal or haram? You know it's haram. You're asking the question because you already know it's haram. Too much, a little, it doesn't matter how much it is. It's haram. For a good reason, too. Because it will destroy you. Nothing that is haram. Hold on. How you doing? I'm going to have the chicken wrap, the Caesar chicken wrap.
Caesar wrap?
Yeah, and regular lemonade. That'll be all there. Thank you, man. So nothing that is halal harms the human being. And everything that is haram harms the human being. We can look at it. I don't know. Sully, I don't know. Got no idea. What's up, crazy? So what's haram? It's not haram because God made it that way because he just wants to be like, it's just haram because I say so. If you look at what's haram, you realize real quick, oh, this harms the human being. And is also a test, right? Both. What harms the human being? What's haram? Alcohol. Does that harm the human being? Yes. What's haram? Pork. Does it harm the human being? Yes. What's haram? Fornication before marriage. Does that harm the human being? Yes. What's haram? Interest. Dealing with interest. Does that harm the human being? Yes. It makes the rich richer and the poor poorer. It makes you poor. What else is haram? Gambling. Does it harm the human being? Oh yeah, baby. Big time. I know, because I used to before I was Muslim. For many years, I almost destroyed my life gambling. So I know. So all things that are haram are there to preserve and protect the human being. Marijuana, I don't know. Some people ask about that. I don't know. I don't know about marijuana. Never done it, never had an interest in it. So I never even bothered to look at that, to be honest. Tornado, what's up? Gambling is such a gamble. Gambling will destroy your life. There is no winning in gambling. And if you're addicted, I used to be addicted to this, yes. Before Islam, this is why I'm able to talk about it, because as Muslims, we don't confess our sins. So if I sinned yesterday, I can't make that public. But I'm talking about something that happened before I was Muslim, right? When you become addicted to this, and you will if you play long enough, it will destroy your life. There's no winning. You'll do things that are so irrational, that make no sense, right? Because you're not in control anymore. The devil's in control. After a certain time of you gambling in there, they say that a casino is the devil's playground. And I can tell you, wallahi, as God is my witness, I can tell you this is true. If I tell you the process of what used to happen to me when I used to gamble and I was addicted, you will quickly understand. Well, I don't think you can understand because you won't be feeling what I was feeling, right? So when you're really addicted and you're gambling, you go in there. Before you go in there, you have a plan in your head. I'm going to make this much. I'm going to win. And I'm going to get out, man. Okay. That's the plan. Sounds logical, right? Make 200. I could go in there with 500. Make 200, win. Make the 200, get out. Sounds very logical. Nice. You go in there. Oh, you disregard the fact that you might lose right away. But let's say the first part of your plan comes true. You got 200. Here comes shaitan in your head. It goes like this. You got 200 flat, bro. But your gas tank is almost on empty. Why don't you make like an extra 30? This is shaitan. Why don't you make like an extra 30? Fill up your tank and then keep that 200, put it in the bank. And now that voice comes attached with an emotion in your body that says, like a magnetic pull, that says, yes, play. Just 30, bro. And guess what, bro? It gets better. Guess what? Place a $30 bet, and if you lose, take the 170. Why not? You'll still be up 170. Thank you. The problem is that shaitan knows that when you play that 30, now that you're up 200, and you lose, you're not gonna stop. Because the desire becomes stronger when you lose. It's like a magnetic pull to get that 30 back. You're not in control of anything anymore. Nothing. Logic goes out the window. Emotion and that magnetic pull takes over, and you're not in control. It's like a car that's driving and your hands are here and the car is just going. It doesn't matter if you put your hands here and you're on the highway. It doesn't matter if when you had your hands there, the car was driving straight, right? If you go like this on the highway, let's not talk about autopilot. You're driving the car. If you go like this on the highway, for 10 to 15 seconds, you're gonna crash. It doesn't matter if the car is going straight. If your hands are off the wheel, you're gonna crash. It's gonna start tilting off the road, right? You're gonna crash. It's the same thing with gambling. So it goes like this. Bro, just make that extra 30, whatever, and get out. Okay, well, you place the bet. Let's say you make the 30. Now you are 230. Now you say, let me stay a little longer. It's a voice and a magnetic pull. So let's just play 5, because 5 doesn't seem as risky. What if I lose 5? Doesn't matter. I'm up 230 now. What if I lose 5, right? You place a 5, now you lose. But what you're not realizing is the feeling of losing that is going to keep you betting, right? And also, when you're addicted, there's another thing that logically you don't think about, because it's almost like, imagine a drug addict. What is it that they take? The cocaine, I think it is. When they take the cocaine, it gives them a high, right? And then the addict that takes, what is it, heroin, the one that injects, I think it's heroin, it gives them a low, right? It makes them crash, it's the same thing with gambling. When you're winning, the cocaine is when you, big hit, you win. Oh man, you won 150, 450, 350, whatever, big. That's the cocaine. That's the process your brain is going through. But subconsciously, you're not satisfied with that. Because subconsciously, your brain has now become accustomed also to want the low. What's the low? When you lose everything. That's the only way you get the low. When you lose it all. When you're addicted, you don't recognize this, because you're thinking, what? You telling me that I want to lose it all? No, I don't. Logically, you don't. Logically, you want the high. But your brain has become accustomed to wanting the low too. This is why you see gamblers that are addicted do irrational things. You know how many times I lost $1,000, $1,200 after being up $600, $700, $800, after being up $600, $700, $800. You know how many times I lost $1,200 trying to get $5 more? Now, you may say, bro, what? That makes no sense, right? Logically makes no sense, right? And it doesn't make any sense, no matter how you slice it. But when you're addicted, you're not in control. When you gamble, you're not in control. Your emotions and that magnetic pull of, I want to make a little more, or I want to get back what I just lost, that takes over. So you're not in control anymore. And let me tell you, as a person that used to, and as a person that was addicted, I can tell you that you cannot stop that car from crashing. Once you're in there and you up a couple $100 and you lose 50, you don't want to leave. You need that 50 back. And then you place a 150 bet and you lose that. It's finished. I don't care if you have $5,000, you're going to lose it all. I was there. I did that many times for many years. I was that guy. I can talk about the subject for hours because I was that guy. And it was one of the most darkest moments of my life. Right? If Allah gave me the power to shut down every casino in the world, I would shut it down, like now. Gambling is one of those things that it doesn't get talked about much. It is one of those addictions that is like in dark, quiet silence, right? Because when you're an alcoholic, you're drunk, people can see you're drunk. When you're in drugs, you're drugged out, people can see that. When you gamble, nobody knows. But you can also tell a gambler, because his mood changes, his personality changes, he will always be angry and irritated. And if you know that person has a history of gambling, they're still gambling. why Muslims don't accept other religions. What I can't, I mean, that's just untrue. If this is the case, how come there are churches and Christians and even Jews in Muslim nations? Furthermore, in the Quran says we are to get along with people of the book, or the people that believe what? Who are the people of the book? Jews, Christians, or Catholic, you name it. So when you say why Muslims don't accept other religions, that's just untrue. I can't. It's hard to answer a statement that is not true to begin with. If it was true, then but it's untrue. So it's hard to expand on that answer. If you close casino, how the elite can clean their money? Yeah, I know what you mean. It's one of those things that will never happen. Do you think sugar and industrial food are addictions? Oh, yeah, for sure, man. All those things they put in our foods, they're designed to make you hooked on them. Look, what was this thing that I got once? There was something that I got once, right? Even this thing I'm drinking now. Why have I been drinking this for like 2 months now when I never drank it before? This is a lemonade. I've gotten used to getting it with a chicken wrap and a lemonade. Chicken wrap and a lemonade. I used to get a bottle of water. What happened? Why am I not drinking a bottle of water anymore? You think they're not putting stuff in there? But when you're conscious of these things, you might still do the behavior, but you're conscious. As long as you're conscious, you will be able to stop it. If you don't know what's happening, then you just you drink for 20 years. The lemonade, right? But if you know they might be putting something in my drink, because before, in my lemonade, to make me hooked on it, because before I was fine. Now I can't stop drinking this thing. As long as you have that consciousness, you will be able to stop it eventually. It just takes a decision to say, hey, I'm not addicted to this. I could just say tomorrow I'm not having this anymore. I might just, actually, this is going to be my last one. I'm making a decision here on live. This is going to be my last one. Luckily, I never had a personality of becoming addicted to substances, right? But can I say that? Probably not, because I've never tried substances. So I don't know if I would be hooked on it or not, right? I never tried it. Never tried a drug in my life. So, hey, that's the best thing to do. If you never try, you can't get addicted. And I advise people to do the same thing with gambling. Never try gambling. Because you'll hear some people say, oh, no, man, I'm in control of that. I just go there once a month, blah, 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 blah. The problem is that you're taking a gamble by gambling. The gamble that you're taking by gambling is that you might get addicted. And I'm telling you, as a veteran in that area, the gamble that you're taking, that you might become addicted of gambling, it's not worth it. Even if you end up not being addicted after you gamble, it is not worth to take the chance, the risk of gambling in the first place, because there's a high risk that you could get addicted. And if you get addicted, I'm going to tell you, it's going to destroy your life. You know why the only reason my life is not destroyed, or was not destroyed while I was gambling? Because of my parents. SubhanAllah. Because I had good parents. If I didn't have good parents, I'll be probably either dead in the street, just of gambling. Now, I was a gambler with morality. What do I mean by this? I would never steal to gamble. I never got that. But did I get in debt? Oh, man, I was heavily in debt. You name it, I was in debt, yeah. But I would never steal, kill, do anything like that. So I was one of the few gamblers with morality, because most gamblers that are addicted, they will do all kinds of things to support that addiction, just like drug addicts. Right? So I would advise anybody, when it comes to gambling, just leave it alone. Don't try it, because one, there's a high chance you're gonna get addicted. Two, and this is important also, if you're thinking about it logically, you're never gonna win. So lose 100% of the time. Bro, there was a time I made in a span, this was the highest moment of all my gambling years, right? There was a span of about 10 days that I went every day to the casino, and I ended up from like, I think it was like $300. I ended up making $12,000 off of 300 in 10 days. I would play a little bit. Oh shoot, I got lucky to 1,500. What? I would run home. Okay, good. Tomorrow I'm gonna go back with 200. I went back the next day with 200. 800. I ran home. Went back the next day. 1,500. What's happening? I'm winning every day. And you forget that all the suffering, pain, depression of all the times you lost for years, right? What? 12K. 12K. Listen to this. No. I made 12K in 10 days. Wallahi, I lost it in less than 48 hours. And went back to that. Why? Because you're not in control. That is literally shaitan laying back of the casino watching you, laughing. Look at this guy. This guy's been struggling for years. Now, he's winning a few days in a row. He thinks he's going to win this. This is my playground, right? This is shaitan with his legs on the table, smoking a cigar, looking at you, right? Whispering every time you're thinking of leaving, or every time you're down, or every time you're up, whispering to bed a little more, right? Look at this guy. 10 day, okay. Day 11, because you think you're going to leave after you won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 days? You think you're now going to say, somebody, because I can hear the people that don't gamble, they might say, oh man, I would have taken that money and blah, blah, blah. Not when you're addicted and you're in that situation, you're not taking anything. That's what you don't understand. You've won 10 days straight. You haven't even gone to work. Why would you go to work? You made $1,200 the first day. You made $800 the second. You made $1,500 the third. You're on fire. You can't lose a bet. You just keep winning, man, for 10 straight days. And you think your brain is going to say, let me go back to work? No, sir. There's no shot. So, day 11 comes around. This is when shaitan is up early. He's early. He's up early. He's got the popcorn. He got the freaking gummy worms. He's in a suit. This son of a bitch. And he's just across the casino just looking at you. He knows what's about to happen. He knows you're addicted. He knows you can't stop. He knows what's about to happen when you start losing. He knows you're going to bet your last freaking dollar. So, you go in there. You're up 12,000. You say, man, I'm gonna go in there with 500 today. Man, and when I get to 15, I might stop. But you set that when you were back at 5,000. You said, when I get to 7,000, I'll stop. When I get to 10,000, now I'll stop. When I get to 15,000, I'll stop. Because that's how the addictive mind works. It's all you're creating your own illusions. So what happens is that day 11 comes, and I can tell you, this happened to me, this that I'm talking to you about, this 10-day winning streak happened to me once in about 15 years. One time in about 15 years. Think about that. Think about all the suffering of all the other years, losing the majority of the time to get this one winning streak in 15 years. I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So I went there with my 500. I'm on cloud 9, man. Even if I lose this 500, man, I'm still $11,500 profit. I don't even care. Now in your mind, you feel like you're Bill Gates, right? You go in there on the 11th day, you plays down, a little $15 bet, and you lose. I used to play blackjack or roulette, which are terrible games. And roulette is like the devil's game, right? So, but when when I did this winning streak stuff, it was blackjack mainly. You place a 15 and you lose. Whatever. 20 and you almost become arrogant. 20, another 20 you lose. 50 and you lose. Now you start getting angry. Man, 3 hands in a row. 150 and you lose. 4, no way, bro. 4 hands in a row. You go all in. Let's say you have 250 left. You go all in. No freaking way, man. I just lost 5 hands in a row. What are the odds of this happening? Oh, it happens. Now, remember, we're talking about a person that's addicted. You can't let the 500 go. No shot. This is why Shaitan now is laughing, because he knows you're about to let your hands go off the wheel on the highway. You don't have autopilot. So you go to the bank. You take out 2,000 out of rage. Because what, man? What if I lose this 2,000? I still got about 10 G's. You go back. 2 big $500 hands. You lose. 2 more. Dealer gets blackjack. What did just happen? I'm down now, what? 2,500? You go back and you take 5,000. It happens this way. You go back, you lose the 5,000. And now you are depressed. You still got about 5 G's in the bank. So you go home. You might even go home. You might even leave. It's too much right now. Your system is overloaded. Your body's full of stress, erupting with stress. You have a headache. You're angry. You're hitting things in your car. Crazy, right? Madness. I just lost $7,500. How did that happen? And once you're out of that situation, you come back to your senses, you could say. Logically, you're like, how did that happen? It's almost like you were in a simulation, in a nightmare simulation. You just lost 72. Oh, man. You know what, man? I need a couple of days to cool down. By the time tomorrow comes along, you want to go back. And you say, man, I already, now Shaitan is saying, well, you already did this once, bro. You did this was $300. You can scale this again. Remember, once in 15 years. So then Shaitan talks you into going back. Okay, fine. You know, just see if you can get 500 tomorrow and work yourself back up little by little. So the next day you're back in there with 1,000, trying to get 500 and leave, man. And you lose that. Wa alaikum salam, Johnny. And then you go back to the bank and you do the same thing as the day before. And you're at zero. You just lost $12,000. And then you go back to the bank. Wait, back to the bank for what? You have no money left. Oh, it doesn't matter because the bank lets you borrow $500. So you can make your account -500. Bro, yesterday you have 12.5. You're at zero. Are you gonna leave the little voice? You gonna leave your account at zero? Come on, bro. Okay, fine. You lost it all, but at least go back and try to get like $100, $200 at least. So you go in there with -500 that you borrow from the bank. Guess what happens? You lose it. Now you're broke as a joke, and your bank account is -$500. How do you think you're feeling? Let me tell you, that feeling, I don't wish it upon anyone. Depressed, 0 ounce of motivation in your body to go to work the next day or for the next couple of days. 0. You're finished, crushed. And Shaitan is laughing his ass off, because he knows that you were playing a game that you could never win. And he encouraged you every step of the way, because when you're addicted, it's not just the voice, right? When you're addicted, is the voice plus that magnetic pull that I was talking about. It's almost like a magnet pulling you like this, right? You're not in control. You try to tell yourself you're in control by coming up with a plan before you walk in a casino. That's how your mind tricks you into believing you're in control by saying, okay, I'm going to do this, get this much and leave. But when you feel that magnetic pull, that means you're not in control. When you feel that voice keep talking to you, that means you're not in control. When you're in the highway driving, you see an exit, and and the thought comes, I want to go gamble. And you see the big sign, casino so-and-so, the next right. I can't tell you how many times back in the day, it was almost like autopilot. My arms would just go like this, get on the exit and go to the place. Because you're not in control. And the devil knows this is a game, and this is something that you're doing that you can't stop and you can't win. Wa alaikum salam, Asli. For those of you coming in now, I'm talking about the subject of gambling, and that's something that really had a negative impact in my life before I was Muslim, years back before I was Muslim, and the damage that it did, right? So it's one of those things that you cannot and you will not win. And I can tell you from experience, it is actually worse if you win short term. Let's say you go in there, you make 500, you leave happy. That's worse than if you lose your money. Because now you won't stop. I promise you will not stop. The worst thing that can happen to somebody that goes to a casino for the first time is winning. Wallahi, I swear, is the worst thing that can happen. You've heard stories of somebody going to a casino. Oh man, I went to a casino for the first time, bro. I put $20 in there and I won 500. I won 1,000, bro. That is the worst thing that can happen to a human being. I promise you, one of the worst things. When I touch down in Florida, we're going to gamble, bro. You're out of your mind, Jay. Alhamdulillah, I'm Muslim. We don't gamble. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the stories of when I used to be addicted before Islam, when I used to be addicted to gambling, worst days of my life. If you knew, they always let you win. Yeah. That's how they hook you. That is the cheese for the mouse. Right? That's how they hook you. That's how they bring you in. Why do you think in Vegas they give you free drinks? Free drinks! Of course they give you free drinks. There's a saying that says the casino is the devil's playground. The casino is the devil's playground. Look at what's inside a casino. Look at what's inside a casino. Look, do this. Look at what's prohibited in Islam, and look at what's inside the casino. You can almost find everything except maybe for bacon or something, unless you're in a fancy restaurant and you might be able to get a bacon sandwich somewhere in a casino in Vegas, right? But overall speaking, the casinos, everything that's in a casino is prohibited in Islam. What do you have in a casino? Gambling, of course, prohibited. Alcohol, prohibited. Women in short little dresses serving you the drinks, right? Prohibited. Lack of modesty, right? Music blasting, prohibited. This is why I said the casino is the devil's playground. Wallahi, is true. 100% is true. Take this from somebody that gambled for over 15 years. It is the worst thing you can do. If you get hooked, you are finished. If you get hooked and you're by yourself, you're done. If you get hooked and maybe, let's say you have a wife, the chances of her leaving you are almost 100%. If you get hooked and you have good family, good parents, they might be able to save you, which was my situation. But if you gamble, you get addicted and you're on your own, you're done. You're finished. You are finished. So I gave you 500 of my own. Nope. Nope. Bro, I've been in that situation where people gave me money to go play. I tried to quit before. And I had somebody be like, bro, here's 1,000, let's go. And that's up. You can't do that. You can't accept that because that's temptation also. When you have a problem, when somebody has a problem, you can't give them to go play with you. And when you have friends, if they're encouraging to do that, knowing you have a problem, they're not your friends. If you have a friend and he's telling you, bro, you gotta stay away from that shit. If they really care about you, be like, you gotta stay away from that. No, sir. Because they know this guy's about to ruin his life. He's already in deep debt, because the person that might want you to go along with them, they might not have a problem. They might just go recreationally, to have fun. But you have the problem. You're the one with the problem. So what's going to happen is, after that, you're going to be left with the desire of wanting to go back again with your own money later. And there is no winning in gambling, bro. You know that there's a guy. He's like a Japanese looking guy. There's a documentary about him on YouTube. He was the owner of some company. I don't remember, man, the details. I don't remember the guy's name. If you type Asian gambler that lost it all, something like this, he's going to come up. And his face might even be familiar. This guy lost, I don't know if it was 50 or 100 million gambling or even more than that. Lost his whole company, everything gambling. He used to go to Vegas. He used to buy like steak dinners for employees. He used to hand out boxes of like cash as gifts for employees and stuff like that. People that he knew in the casino. But this guy used to play blackjack and baccarat, and I think roulette too. He is dead poor now. The same way with Archie. Archie, there's another guy. Archie is his name. You can look up a documentary on that guy also on YouTube. How you doing, Montana? There's definitely winning when it comes to gambling, bro. Nope. Nobody can change my mind because I know this. I lived through it. When you live through something, nobody can change your mind when you know something. I gambled more than 15 years, bro. I can tell you, I tried it all. And I never even played slots. Forget slots. I never put $1 in a slot. I knew that was a scam right away. I played blackjack and I played roulette. Which, they give you a little bit of a better edge. Not edge, but the house has less edge when it comes to blackjack. There is no winning. There's no winning. No, I never played. Well, I played poker before many years ago, but on an app. But in poker, there's losers too. Only one person is going to win. So if you're playing against 5 people, you're playing a pot, one person is going to win. There's going to be 4 other losers. And if you play enough tournaments, you're going to be the loser. You're not going to win every tournament. So it's the same concept. I've seen the tournaments of poker in the past with Scotty Gwynn, Daniel, Phil, all those people. I used to see it. But Phil Ivey, but that guy, what's his name that I was talking about? Archie. Archie was a guy that started betting with $50 and became a multi-millionaire. Gambling. Multi-millionaire. He went from betting in pool to betting in casinos to blackjack, multi-millionaire. Lost it all the same way, gambling, everything. We're strong. Stronger. So, shoot, a cough started. Some of the biggest gamblers I know are Muslims. That's how bad the addiction is. Well, I've never met Muslims that gamble, that are practicing Muslims. I'm the only Muslim that I know personally that gambles. That used to gamble, not that gambles. Used to gamble. The kufi looks much better. Yeah. This green one, I gotta go to the store and get some, man. Right now, when I finish eating this, I gotta go install my tires. There are definitely Muslims that gamble. Yeah, probably there are. Probably are Muslims that gamble, yeah. But you're not supposed, if you're gambling, you're not supposed to be making that public. What I'm referring to is something that I did back in the day before even Islam. So that's why I'm able to talk about these things. And the Muslims that gamble, they know that it's prohibited. They know it's haram. And I will tell those Muslims, as a person that before Islam gambled for over 15 years, I can tell those Muslims, or any Muslim listening here, wallahi, I can tell you it's the worst thing you can do. And I can tell you why. I understand why it's prohibited in Islam. I understand why. 100%. I understand why God said, stay away from this. Stay away from gambling. Stay away from fornication before marriage. Stay away from alcohol. Why? Because you're going to benefit. God doesn't benefit if you stay away from these things. You do. Stay away from dealing with interest. Why? Because it's going to make you poorer. You're going to become poorer and the other guy's going to become richer. That's why you stay away from it. Stay away from alcohol. Why? Because it's going to take you out of your state of mind and it's going to make you act like a goofball and it's going to get you in trouble and it's going to get you in prison. Man. I'm going to be in Florida soon. At least come play poker with me, bro. No gambling. Zero shot. You can say, bro, here's 100,000. Free, man. Just the only condition is go play, man. Won't do it. 200,000, bro. For you, here. You don't even have to give it back. Just go play. No shot. Swear to God, won't do it. I went through that, lived through that, finished, man. Because you know what would happen? If I do that, not only am I falling out of the fold of my religion, which is more important to me than any amount of money, I will start gambling again. And I will ruin my life. I'm actually banned from every casino in South Florida. Because I did that myself. There's something called self-exclusion, where you go, you say, I want to be banned from here for life. And they have to do it. When you go to casinos, you're never going to see in any casino, you can self-exclude yourself. Never. They don't advertise that. You'll see little pamphlets here and there. If you have a problem, call 1-800. What gambler is going to be calling 1-800? Nobody's calling that. So they put it all over the casino because they know nobody's going to call the hotline of gambling. Unless they'll get the occasional 1 or 2 people that are like, I want to kill myself. But they don't advertise that a person can go to a casino and say, I want to self-exclude myself. And they have to do it by law. They have no choice. They have to say, okay, here, sign this. I know because they did it in all South Florida casinos. You sign a paper, they get your license. You can never return here again. If you do, they're going to arrest you. Because you'll be trespassing. That's actually something that people with gambling addiction can do. And then it comes down to, well, what do you value more, your freedom or the money? It literally comes down to that. So if I go back on the property, they're going to arrest me. I'm not even going to be able to play. So it helps a lot to eliminate the problem. That's one of the steps. We need that for alcoholics as well. Yeah, they will never do it for alcohol though. Self-exclude yourself from the liquor store. The owners will never do that. Oh no, we don't do that here. You can come back at any time. And you know, the casinos will even tell you when you go to self-exclude yourself. This is what they do. Some of them will tell you, do you want the 3 months, the 6 months of or the lifetime exclusion? 3 months, 6 months, that means I could come back if it's 3 months. They will even tempt you like this, because some people might say, okay, the gambler addict might say, okay, let me try for 6 months, but 6 months later, he'll be back in there. 3 months later, he'll be back in there. Praying on your demise, yeah. It's part of the temptation from Shaitan. All right, bro, you want to self-exclude yourself? No problem. You want to do the 3 months, the 6 months, or the lifetime? That's a temptation right there. Because the gambler addict that took the step to go there to ban himself, you're now giving him an option to come back on 3 6 months. His mind might go, okay, let's do it for 6 months. Before he went in there thinking, okay, that's it. I'm going to do this and it's finished. Now you give him that, let's do it for 6 months. Maybe I can get rid of this. And then maybe in 6 months I can come back like a normal player, and all this thoughts start going through his mind. What's your Cash App, bro? I'll send you this guy. 800, keep it, just play poker, bro. No. I will not do it, bro. Jason wants me to play poker with him. Won't do it, dog. How is everyone today? Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you? Hi, John. Are you tripping, son? No, sir. No, sir. I cannot do it. I'll tell you what I am going to do now, though. I'm going to go put these new shoes in my car. I already put the socks. I got the socks, the brakes, brand new. I put them myself. Now we're going to put the shoes. Donate that 800 instead. I'll donate the 800, Jay. If Jay sends me 800, I will donate it. I will actually donate it to the masjid. Stupid freaking cough came back today. Ain't no sense in me having all this money and you won't come play poker. You literally don't have to pay for anything. The problem is I'm gonna pay with it later much more, because the desire is gonna come back to gamble again. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the part you're not getting. When you have a problem like this, it's the same concept. Let's say I quit drinking. You're like, bro, just have a beer with me. Just have one beer. You can't tell that's an alcoholic because, ooh, that was close. Bro, that you came that close to causing a 3-car accident. Oh, he's a tempter. It's poker. I wouldn't want playing anything but poker. You ever played in the app, Jay? What's the app? World WSP something? I forget. I used to play there for fun a couple years back. I don't even know if that's still around, but come on, man. Shoot, this people even open today? Let's see how much this people want to charge me to install 3 tires. 3 tires in the car. He's trying to not gamble again, Jay. No, I'm not trying. I'm not gambling again. No, sir. Bro, I'm gonna give you 500,000. All you gotta do is gamble 20% of it. Bro, I'm telling you, I will turn it down. If the requirement is you have to gamble, can't not do, because I know, man. I know I had it bad. Those were the darkest days of my life. Hold on, turn it out. Close it out for a second. Like, all right, let's go to the shop. John and Jay are having a discussion. I was stuck in drug addiction for many years, and it was exactly the same for me that you went through with gambling addiction. Yeah, it's terrible, man. Terrible, but that's the difference. I mean, in a way, there's a little bit of difference. With the drugs, right? Like some drugs might physically incapacitate you, right? So you can see somebody's drugged out. With gambling, you don't become incapacitated, you would say, but you become very irritated with everything. You can't think straight. You become somewhat depressed, unmotivated. You'll have some headaches and stuff sometimes. You don't want anybody to talk to you. You want to be left alone. Everything irritates you. You don't want to go to work because you go in there, you lost $1,000. Now you're supposed to go to work tomorrow for 100 and something. No way. The desire's not there to do it. It affects your relationships. I lost several relationships because of that back in the day. It's a bad thing to do, man. John said, I slammed the liquor. I smoke weed constantly. My husband's a gambling addict. Yeah, Brooke, it's yeah, it's one of those things. Has he made an, like, okay, so Brooke, let me ask you, is he somebody that admits, like, yeah, I know I got a problem? Or is he somebody that's like, I'm all right, I can handle it, you know, like the drunk driver, the drunk person that is like, I'm okay to drive, but everybody's like, no, give me the keys. No, you're not. Yeah, I can drive. So does he, like, he's like, I know I have a problem, I just don't know how to go about stopping this? Or no, I don't have no problem, I'm okay type of situation? He makes good money. He just thinks he can make it back up. Brooke, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know what state you live in, right? But if he wants to stop, and take this from somebody that was in that situation for many years, more than 15, right? I did all kinds of payday loans, negative credit cards, you name it. The only thing I didn't do was like steal for money or anything like this, right? But as somebody that was there in that dark dungeon, the only thing that's gonna make him stop is for him, maybe, and this is something you can actually help him in, put pressure on him to go to every casino within distance. Oh man, these people are closed today. Wait. Damn it, man. These people are closed. Two o'clock in the afternoon. I need somebody to install these shoes on my car. Now I gotta go to some other shop that I've never been to before. I gotta find one first. No, I'm not going on damn Firestone. Kiss my butt. Overpriced bastards. Probably might want to charge me $50 to install each tire. 50 for each. Oh, wait. Oh, they are open. Wait, there's 3 shops in the same, like, 2-block radius. This is the one that I was, okay. And they're empty, too. Let's go, but I gotta make a U-turn now and go back. Damn, they opened 2 more shops in this, like, 2-3 block radius. I thought, well, they're the ones that are open, so. So yeah, I would say, they're horrible. Wa alaikum salam, Sarah. If you make money, still pay bills, you never know. But if he ever wants to, if he wants to exclude, ban self-exclusion for life, they cannot say no. They'll make him sign on like a paper form, take his ID. This will fix, believe it, it's almost like a hard reset on a computer. You know, sometimes the computer doesn't want to shut down, but you have to like press the damn button, like hard reset, or unplug it from the freaking wall or something, right? I'm losing signal. I'm losing signal here. Let me see how much. Hold on, guys. I'm about to. Hey, aqui tá, sim. I bring it here to the shop. They charge me a little 20. They charge me a little 20 for each. It's not bad. They balance it. Good. And some new They're gonna put the new shoes on them. These people here, they do a good service. Because right now he told me, oh, you know, the one in the front, which I bought here with him, you know, it's a little wasted. You want me to rotate it to the back? Hold on. Dime. One of the bolts is a little, one of the bolts on one of the tires is a little messed up. They do this quick too. When you got the right tools, man, you can do this type of job fast. See, they have the equipment. They have the right stuff to mount it. You have the right little thing to balance it, and you put it on the tool. You put a tire on, and you pump air on that thing fast. You hear that? That's the thing they use to mount the tires on there. That's the tool I need. Whatever that rim thing is, they mount the tires on quick. They do that fast too. They do it real fast. Yeah, man, I needed to get that taken care of because the one in the back had a big hole in there. We got no shoes. We got no shoes on right now. We're gonna put the Nikes on. I'm gonna be back maybe in like 10 minutes. I'm gonna be back on another stream because the phone's about to die now. The phone's hot and it's on a very low percentage.